Oh yeah. Today we're talking about compound interest.
Specifically the compound interest calculator, which is all about figuring out how much does money today compounded on itself over time turn into, right?
Yeah.
How have you used the compound interest calculator?
I have used a compound, well, in many ways. So a lot of people ask, how does it work? And also, when it works, like, what are the tricks to actually using it, right? For me, there's a couple components to compound interest and the variables that go into it. The first thing that we're really looking at is the present value. Like, what is the value of something or an amount today? And then we're concerned and interested in the future value, right? And then there's the payments or money that goes in on a monthly, yearly basis, interest rate, and time. So that's kind of a lot.
Present value, future value.
Present value, future value.
Interest rate.
Interest rate.
Over how many months or years, right?
So technically the term is periods, because it could be years, a month, whatever. So periods. And then also the payment. So for example, if I pay $500 on a monthly basis, what is that? So the payment will be $500.
Got it.
So for me, the example, just to dive right into it is, I mentioned on previous episodes that I absolutely love coffee.
Wait for it. Yes, you do.
You are hilarious. This is so fun. So yes, I absolutely love coffee, and I used to spend $455 a month on coffee. So if we take a look, the present value, let's just assume I have $0, and I want to see, instead of buying coffee, what happens if I spent $455 a month and invested it at something that was returning, 8%, right? We talked about 6 to 8% return in the stock market over the course of 40 years. So on a monthly basis, there's obviously 12 months in 1 year. So when we look at the periods, if you type it in the calculator, it's 480 periods, which is essentially 40 years, 12 months, right?
Got it.
Paying $455 every single month. The future value, meaning when I am 66, because I'm 26 now, I would have $1
billion.
Pretty much. No, I would have $1.5 million. Now, when I really look at that, how I've used compound interest is to really tell me to stop spending on things. Because I'll literally be like, okay, I spend X amount of dollars at Chipotle on a monthly basis, or on Uber, or on entertainment, or clothes, or whatever the case is. Well, I don't buy clothes, but to expand the audience here.
Yes.
Just looking at whatever it is that you spend on a monthly basis, and then asking, what if, instead of paying for that, I started investing? What would the value be?
A lot,
yeah. So that's how I personally use compound interest. Now you might be thinking, going from 0 all the way to 1.5 million, that's like magic, right?
Magic.
Yeah. So here, let me do a pop quiz here.
Okay,
so
I'm ready.
There's a person, and this person said that compound interest is the 8th wonder in the world. Now, that's a big deal because the pyramids. Pyramids a big deal. What else is a 8th wonder or 7th wonder?
Stonehenge, I think.
Stonehenge, yep. There's that rock in Australia, pretty cool.
Yep. Pretty cool.
Great Barrier Reef. I don't know. There's a pretty cool thing. No, it's not.
I don't think so.
So, essentially, the 8th wonder of the world is compound interest, according to this person. Do you know who that is?
I'm going to take a wild guess here. It is the smartest human being to have ever walked the face of the earth, Albert Einstein.
Albert Einstein.
You just said it, but not you.
Albert Einstein.
Yes.
Albert Einstein said that compound interest is the 8th wonder of the world.
Yeah. Now I'll return the favor on the quiz.
Okay.
Do you know who said that those who understand interest will earn from it, and those who don't are doomed to pay it?
Is it Ben Franklin?
It is.
It is? Oh, nice. Okay, I was like, Ben Franklin or Warren Buffett?
I know it's one of those two. Yeah. I think Warren Buffett quoted Ben Franklin in saying it.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, it's very true that that compound interest is this magical thing, which is why young people are always told to start investing early and put in money. In fact, my kids, one of the things I tell them is, hey, little insignificant amounts put in over time. Are like planting small acorns and expecting oak trees to grow out of them, because they will over time.
Yeah.
So I always ask this question.
Okay.
Would you rather have $1 million today?
Yes.
Yes, you would. Okay, good.
Is there another option?
There is another option.
Okay. God, I'm not
So
patient.
I would like to either give you $1 million today,
Okay.
or I will trade you the $1 million bill, or $1 billion bill, my $1 billion Zimbabwean dollar. I'll trade you $1 million bill for a penny
Okay.
that doubles every day for 31 days. Which one would you take?
Okay. Well, I feel like this is a trick question.
Yes.
So, however, I don't know the mechanics behind it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna go with the penny.
Oh, are you?
I'm
Oh,
gonna
good.
go with the penny, but I have no idea.
Well, you made the right choice.
Okay.
Because a penny that doubles every day for 31 days, by day 28,
By
it is
day-
worth $1.3 million.
Oh wow.
Which means day 29 is 2.6, day 30 is 5.2, and day 31 is 10.4, or actually 10.7
Wow.
million dollars.
Wow.
Yeah.
A couple things come up for me.
Okay.
One, compound interest, especially if you look it up on charts and graphs, and you're looking for a calculator, right? Like sometimes you don't really see how the numbers get calculated, but on a graph, it's a very slow beginning.
Yeah.
And then it's exponential.
Right.
So if you told me at day 27, or maybe not day 27, but maybe 15 days into the month, I'm like, I don't see how this is going to, but by day 28, it's 1.8 or 1.3 million, and then it
Yeah.
exponential.
Yeah.
It's talk about patience, right?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
And it's the exponent. When people say, well, I don't have enough money to invest right now,
Mm-hmm.
your future you, the you that like the last couple of doublings are where it really makes the biggest difference, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because we went from 1.3, which even that alone is way more than probably the average American has in assets.
Yeah.
We know that
We-
based
yeah.
on what we said yesterday. But when you look at 1.3 million goes to 2.6, goes to 5.4, goes to 10 point, or whatever I said, 5.2, 10.4.
That's a lot of money.
It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. And the difference is how early you start determines on how fast it grows on the back end,
Yep.
right? So
Yeah.
that's good. So for those of you who are trying to figure out what is that scale of how does money double, a very simple rule that you may or may not have heard of is the rule of 72. And the rule of 72 basically says that whatever interest rate you're making on your money divided into 72 will tell you how many years it will take for your money to double. So if you're making 12% on your money, which would be a great return in most markets today, 72 divided by 12 is what? Beep boop bop boop beep boop. It's 6.
I was gonna say it's not 8.
It's 6.
Yeah. 7 times 7 is 40.
Weren't you a finance major?
Or no, 8. Oh gosh.
I'm
Well,
taking
see,
away
this-
your finance major
This,
card.
the title of this episode is Compound Interest Calculator,
Calculator.
not mental math.
Yeah.
So
Okay. Good.
we have a calculator.
But I was doing the beep boop bop boop.
That's
beep,
true.
boop. So,
Okay,
yes,
so what is it?
if you're making 12% on your money,
Yep.
and you continue making that, your money will double in 6 years.
6 years.
Yep. Oh, good job. Good job.
6 years. Okay.
So how about let me test you on this.
Oh jeez. The 12s are the always.
How about 8%?
Uh-huh.
How many years would it take to double?
So if you're getting 70. Hold on. Why is this so hard? See, for explorers, I hope we're getting a kick at this.
What
It's entertaining.
times 8?
What times 8
is
is
72?
12. 11 is 88. Obviously 9.
That would be 9.
Oh my goodness. I haven't done mental math in a long time. Okay,
Oh.
yes. 8 times. No.
This is a terrible commercial for
8
Santa
times 8.
Clara.
8
by the
times
way.
8. Go Broncos. Woo! Yeah, no, okay, gotcha.
Maybe I should have you quiz me about percentages.
Yeah, I know.
Right? I like doing this mental math in my head. I do it constantly.
Okay.
Like I'm always going, okay, 4%, 72, let's see, that's 32, 18. So 18 years.
Yeah.
Right? I'm just constantly doing the math. So the rule of 72, look it up. You'll want to know this. It's very important. It's most important when you get your statement on your 401k or Roth IRA at the end of the year, and you look at the bottom line, which is what is the actual percentage return that I got. And if it's, and you're lucky, and it's like 24%, that means it would double. That means it would double in how many years, Nick?
3
3 years.
Yeah,
Good.
yes.
Good. Put the calculator away. So that is the compound interest calculator. Go out and play with it a little bit. understand you need to know future value, or I'm sorry, present value, the payment, and the time period or the period in months or years or whatever. So present value is $10,000, your interest rate is at 6%, and the number of periods you're going to pay in of $500 is whatever, 480, right?
Mm-hmm.
That will spit out what your future value of money is, assuming it compounds on the same amount.
Yeah.
Did I summarize that okay?
That was very beautiful. Yeah, that was beautiful. And let me sum up Rule of 72.
Do it, man.
Don't do what I did. That's it. Now, Rule of 72 is looking at, you have the interest rate, the rate that your money is earning money, or the number at which your money is earning money, so money on money, right?
Yeah.
And then you take the number of 72 divided by that interest rate, and that's how many years it will take to double.
Excellent.
Now, we started off this episode with a quote and a challenge. I've got one more for you.
Do it.
Because we talked about the compound interest kind of being like a snowball that rolls down the hill and it gets bigger and bigger.
Mm-hmm.
So, who said that compound interest is like stacks on stacks on stacks?
Kanye?
That's a good guess. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z. Yay! Nice. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
On tomorrow's show, it's a check-in. We're going to check in with you and us and each other and figure out what's coming up for us on the money front. Super honored that you join us on the show. We hope you join us next time as well, or peruse our collection of financial tidbits and knowledge. We hope it is furthering your financial education a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
Cool. Thanks, explorers. See you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow.